145.
little late. so-
Yeah, page 145. We're gonna start there. I'm feeling much better. I was bummed because I was sick all the way through vacation. Were you?
I was a little sick.
I was sick the week before and the week of vacation. So
I was a little sick.
And then I threw up the night before that because my acid reflux was like.
oh yeah, yeah, you were mentioning something about that.
I had a killer headache that made me want to die.
My daughter has that really bad and she throws up too sometimes, so
It's
that's
like
awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay away from those fire chips.
Generation.
I love them. I don't care if I take it.
You're like it. If my life, you're like it. My life was great.
You'll wake up and
Imagine if someone- It would be honestly kind of funny if you died to like a spicy chip and then your grave said death by spicy chip.
All right, page 145 is about sentence openers. This is a review, so this will be pretty easy. It's talking about sentence openers. Here at the top is a descriptive word, phrase, or clause that is added to the beginning of the sentence. And then it says use different types of sentence openers. Using different types of sentence openers makes writing more interesting. So that's what we do to change up our sentences and your stories. You guys are already using some of those. It says add prepositional phrase openers and ly adverb openers to make this paragraph more interesting to read. Good morning, Simeon. Page 145. I gotta talk to your sister because she kind of came through kind of fast there, and sometimes there's little kids out, so maybe help her remember to slow down on the driveway. Page 145. Okay, so we're gonna add openers to these sentences to make this paragraph more interesting. It says blank the vegetables. Oh, by the way, in the column there on the edge, do you see they give you some examples of some ly adverbs
Yeah,
and some
I'll say it.
prepositional openers? Okay. So do you have an idea of what we could start that sentence with?
Y'all, usually the
Usually?
vegetables and the fruits fill the garden because the same
Okay,
maybe because what's saying is that it's saying I'm thinking it's saying it's not.
yeah, usually or occasionally, the vegetables and fruit fill the garden.
Because
Or
it doesn't sound full.
you could use a prepositional opener by, like by May or by June. The vegetables and fruit fill the garden. So those are examples. So you pick what you want to put there and write it in on yours. You could put usually or occasionally. Those words are in the margin. Or you could say by May or by June or whatever month you want to put there. But then it says bunnies visit the lettuce and cabbage heads. So, you know, whenever bunnies visit, they're gonna eat your garden. Right?
Unless it's a pet bunny.
No, even pet bunnies. All bunnies love to eat anything that's in the garden. I have rabbits that are like wild up where we live, and they work their way into our garden and just start eating stuff.
The only
Everything.
animals we have is 3 dogs, 4 cats, gophers, snakes.
Only?
Yeah.
Gophers will eat the plants too. Not so much snakes. They don't really eat gardens, but gophers will.
Yeah, but we
They'll
also have gopher snakes. That's it.
Oh, there you go.
Those are our dogs.
Your dogs do,
When
good
my
job.
dogs are just sitting there and waiting.
Waiting.
For it to pop up and then
Our dogs do that too. Okay, so the next sentence, blank chipmunks nibble on the corn, peas, and beans. Blank chipmunks.
Why is this getting me remembering about something about Peter the Rabbit?
Yeah, well, it's kind of going along with our townhouse and country mouse.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, surprisingly. Chipmunks nibble, or usually, yep, or occasionally, if you already used usually.
Occasionally.
So you can use occasionally there. So we're filling in the next blank. You know where we're at, Simeon?
Yeah.
Okay. Then blank a goose has laid 7 eggs. So that one's weird, but okay. That's gonna probably take a prepositional opener.
Certainly a goose lays several eggs.
No, it's just not an adverb. Try preposition opener. Something a goose has laid 7 eggs. Near the what? Near the,
house, near the
well,
water,
what could be
near the
something in the
lake, yeah.
garden? Well, we know
In
it-
the nest.
lettuce or near the lettuce or the cabbage.
In the nest.
In the nest of cabbage.
In the nest, yeah, that would work.
Imagine if a goose made a nest of
In the
cabbage.
nest, that would be okay. Or in the garden, a goose laid 7 eggs, since we're talking about the garden. Or near the lettuce, or near the cabbage, or near something in the garden. What'd you put, Nico?
In the nest.
Okay. Then it says they will soon hatch and the garden will be filled with baby birds. And then there's another paragraph. Blank is a scarecrow. Maybe, where is the scarecrow? What could we say? Where is it? In,
Near the
near the,
garden.
near the garden
Because
is a
it has to
scarecrow?
be near it.
Yeah.
Because
Or in the garden?
if it's on top of the farm, then it's gonna do nothing.
That's true.
Rather than like
Near the
stay
fence, yep.
near
you could put-
near the center.
Near the center of the garden,
So
good,
that's
any
what
of
they
those will
usually
work,
are.
any of those would work, so go ahead and write one down there. Near the center of the garden, or near the fence, or near the corn,
Wait, near the fence is a scarecrow. What?
Near the center.
Yeah. that
Near
means
the
it's sca-
center is a scarecrow. He will pounce on. He is actually a real life person.
blank, he stands
Proudly.
6, oh, I like that, proudly, he stands 6 feet in the
Okay,
air,
that's such
I
a
like
good-
that, proudly,
Wait, what is he proud of?
it's just
That's my
big, 6
question.
feet, I think it's just cause he's big.
What type of- Now I'm thinking of like 100 different things. I'm thinking of Peter Rabbit. I'm thinking Alvin and Chipmunks. I'm thinking everything.
Straw sticks out of his arms and legs, and then we have another sentence, blank birds, surprisingly birds nap on his shoulders and sit on his head, that would work.
Yeah, because that
Or-
is surprising.
In the morning, the birds nap on his shoulders, or in the
I think
afternoon,
surprising is
okay,
more
surprisingly,
because usually scarecrows scare away birds,
yeah, that's true.
so it's not really.
I like
It
that,
is
good thinking, you guys, surprisingly, it's good. And then blank mice like Johnny and Timmy scamper up his pant legs.
Bruh, now this is sounding more like Alvin and Chipmunks. You just said
Bruh.
two people are just making, two chipmunks are just making so much.
Generally,
Just two chipmunks are making so much chaos.
or what's another one, like occasionally, or you already used that one. It doesn't have to be on this list, by the way, if you can think of another LY word, you can use a different one.
Amen.
That's a long time ago.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should have told us that.
It's true for
Very beginning.
prepositions too, if you don't see what you like there, you can make up one.
Barely?
Barely, that doesn't really work, barely mice.
The barely mice hanging on.
Barely like.
Now I'm thinking it's just a spider.
Occasionally. Did
We
you already
think
use it?
we
Oh,
already used
I already said that.
Wait, I
Um,
haven't used it yet.
okay,
Dangerously? Dangerously
No.
nice.
so it's like
Dangerous that Johnny.
it's more of like a time word, so occasionally would work, but you already said that.
I didn't. I haven't used it yet.
Okay, you can use occasionally, or their suggestion is
By the
ordinarily,
afternoon, or the-
ordinarily means like it's usual,
By
usually.
the afternoon
Why not
mice
orderly?
catches the
Oh.
straw from
Yeah,
the scarecrow's pants.
Usually.
did you think of one?
Generally.
I'm thinking like I'm not sure.
Ordinarily, if you don't have one, go ahead and use ordinarily.
Or I already have it.
You already used ordinarily?
Yeah.
You did? Where?
Oh, ordinarily.
That's different than
No, ordinary.
occasionally. Oops.
Occasionally.
only one.
I misread.
Like it's ordinary, right? Ordinarily.
Yeah, it's ordinary for mice to dig into the to dig into them.
And then there's one more, blank, the garden is a delightful place.
With love. Anywhere.
It should be LY or with, oh, yeah, you could do that. With love, the garden is a delightful place. Sure, that works.
I was
With-
gonna say one, but I forgot it.
With is a preposition, so you could use a prepositional opener. They have certainly, the garden is a delightful place, certainly. Um, actually, the garden is a delightful place. Even though it sounds like it's not with these mice running up your leg, pant leg.
Normally.
Normally, that's a good one.
Proudly the garden is what that's like.
Proudly doesn't really work there.
The proudful garden is proud for itself.
With love, you got that? Okay. Did you finish yours back there? Did you fill in all the blanks on that?
Said love.
And
With
Simeon, you're still working on
With
yours? Okay,
said love.
okay.
With the love.
With said love. Said love.
All right, you get the idea. So you guys have been using these in your writing as well, your prepositional openers and your ly adverbs. But we're gonna practice more of that with the writing part. And are you good back there, Simeon? You can either finish it now or you can, yeah, you can finish it at home, that's fine.
So let me guess, practice page.
Practice page 147. Anybody feel like reading it today? Go ahead, Ethier.
Johnny replied that they had problems, which prompted his visit to the country.
Good. Prompted means moved to action. Prompted. Okay. Go ahead and find the article. There's only one and label that AR. And then nouns, Wyatt.
Johnny country problem. Prompted?
It's
Prompted?
actually visit, which doesn't sound like a noun because it sounds like a verb.
Oh, yeah, that sounds kind of also like an adjective, like.
But it's
he's
because,
visiting the country.
yeah, but adjective is his visit. That's what makes it a noun because you have an adjective right before it, right? Whose visit is it? It's his visit. Okay, so that word in that sentence, visit, is actually a noun. So go ahead and label that a noun. Okay, and then Nico, what about the pronoun? There's only one.
They.
Good. They. I know we're going kind of faster. You good back there, Simeon?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's kind of going faster.
that's okay. And then there's one adjective. I kind of gave it away, but Ethier, what's the adjective?
Prompted.
Whose visit was it? His. His, even though that looks like a pronoun, it's not.
Hashtag his visit.
Hashtag his visit. So his is the adjective. We'll come back to prepositional phrase unless you see it already. You guys see it? Okay, Ethier, what's the prepositional phrase?
That they had problems.
Not that, that's
To
gonna be
the country. To the country.
to the country. That is a that phrase, or
Yeah,
that
that
clause,
clause.
not phrase clause.
That's a
Yeah.
that said clause.
So to the country is the prepositional phrase. What about the who clause, Simeon? Who, which?
He visited.
You're close, so it's which right there, and not who. You see which prompted his visit to the country. It's all of that. All the way between which and country. And label that with a W/W. And then the that clause, back to you, Wyatt.
It's on, hang on, this is a hard one. I'm thinking it's on that.
Yes, but where does it end? Remember, you mark it with
They had
parentheses.
problems. That they had.
Yes,
problems.
that they had problems, so put parentheses around that part.
Cause it would be weird that if that or which would have it.
So right here, that they had problems.
No, you read that.
What did you write here?
PR.
Oh, that's not a
Oh.
pronoun. Oh, yeah, it is, sorry. Yeah, you got it. I'm sorry, you got it. I wasn't looking at that right. I'm just kidding. Yes, it is. Okay. Verbs, Nico.
Replied.
Good.
Prompted.
Yes. There's one more.
I know it.
It's a linking verb.
Had.
Yes,
Yeah,
good.
had.
Replied, had, and prompted. Good.
But
Subject,
had actually,
easier.
had actually usually has.
Johnny,
They
they.
and which.
Good. Nice.
Actually, had actually usually has verbs on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. And then there's an opener. Do you know what the opener is,
It's
Ian? Don't tell 'em.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first part of the sentence. What kind of an opener is it? The choices are ly adverb. It's not that because it's Johnny.
That's number 2.
Prepositional, not
Prepositional,
that.
Number 3 and
Wait, are we
subject.
Are we up to number 4 now?
Number 4.
Yeah, because I wasn't here last week.
Oh wait, are you on the right page?
Yeah.
Oh, up to 4 on the openers?
Yeah.
Are we? I don't know.
No.
I don't
I think we only have 3.
Yeah.
I think they still have 30. What even is the fourth one? There's a.
Yeah.
Where did I go
Yeah,
up to
subject.
16?
Subject opener, there you go. And what number is subject?
2.
It's actually 1.
It's number 1.
Number 1, subject opener. And then capitals, Wyatt, where do we put capitals?
Johnny, and
John. Just that,
and just
Just-
and Mark.
just that. And the end mark is period. That was kind of fast and I didn't write it down. So you guys good?
Yeah.
You got it? Cause I figured you could handle that by yourself now. Good job.
You
You did good. Okay. Don't die. Okay, go ahead and put away your grammar books. Get out your binders. And I made a bunch of notes on everybody's paper. Okay, so hopefully sometime soon, like today or tomorrow, you guys go back to Google Classroom and read all my notes and fix the thing. That's one thing I did when I was sick. I was just laying there in bed with my pajamas and I was just like, hey, Nico, you need to fix this and Simeon, do this. I know.
To do that
In
when you're
between
sick.
stuff. Sometimes I just slept, but then other times I was like, I gotta grade everybody's stuff,
Don't do
but
that. You need rest.
I did rest.
You need to sit down.
Basically stayed in bed for like 2 weeks.
I got sick from Disneyland.
My husband went to like a men's retreat, which was like, there were about 200 guys staying in these cabins and stuff, and they had a good time, but somebody was sick. Yeah. And then a lot of people came home with it. So he came home sick and then he gave it to me.
I went to Universal.
Did you get sick there?
No.
From that? No?
No.
But you were sick there too, or
A little bit.
a little bit?
I rarely get sick on vacation.
I know.
I was sick for half a day.
I got
Okay,
sick on the
binders.
weekends.
Get out your garden stuff that we're working on gardening still, so get out all that stuff. We have one more paragraph to work on. But go ahead and get it all out and close up your binders, get it out of the way. And then the first thing we're gonna do is look at
You actually think.
I'm gonna have you look at an example of a report about gardening, okay? It's short. And here it is. I'm just gonna show it on there so Jana can see it. And if you need to pause it and read that, you can. Go ahead and can you hand this back to Ether and Simeon for me? Yo, different kid. Sonora is her name, I think. This is not one of my students. This is something that came from the website for this curriculum.
I made
So-
an oopsie.
Uh-oh. Well, get out everything so you can close up your binder,
Yeah,
okay?
I think she reported
It's
this.
a secret.
I think she turned it in late. It's
Oh.
January 26th.
Oh, look, they had a different
I
schedule.
forgot to put it in
on
after. I forgot to put it in
No,
after I
early.
did it.
it. Oh, fixing everything? You
Yeah.
fixed it? Oh, good.
I got it.
All right. The first thing I want you to do, excuse me, there's 3 paragraphs. That's obvious, right? Who can tell me, look at it and tell me what is the topic of the first paragraph? What is that paragraph about? What part of gardening is that about?
Preparation?
Preparation. I see the word prepare in there a couple of times. And it's talking about how the soil and the plants and the temperature and all that. So yes, preparing is the first topic. What's the second topic in the middle? Pests, good. And then how about the third topic in the third paragraph?
Look, like how nice a garden is.
Benefits. I would say benefits or how nice the garden is. That would work too. Smell the flowers in the garden, the bees play,
Yeah,
they
that's
love
definitely
the pollen.
benefits.
Yeah,
That's
definitely like
100% benefits.
positive things about having a garden.
And
Okay,
also the things that can only happen in the garden.
I'm gonna ask Simeon this. Look at paragraph 1 in this example. What are the topic clincher words in that paragraph? Remember how to identify topic clincher?
Garden.
Hold on, it was for Simeon.
They don't have to.
Either highlight or bold, so you're looking at the bold words.
Oh. Yeah, I guess
You garden. How about, who can tell me what the topic clinchers are in the second paragraph? Ether,
Battlefield garden, garden.
good. And Nico, how about the third paragraph?
Beautiful garden, garden.
Good. Okay, so you can easily see those. They're in bold. They're in the first and last
Wait,
sentences.
what's the same topic clinchers in a paragraph, or like in 2 paragraphs?
That's okay. Like the word garden is in each one of those. Garden, garden, garden. That's okay, because that's your
Garden, garden,
main, that's your main subject is the garden. And then how about Wyatt, what are the dress ups in the first paragraph? Dress up words.
Because and
Good.
if.
There's more.
Oh, happily plant, nice, with.
There you go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dress ups. How about Simeon? Look at the second paragraph. What are the dress up words there?
Wait, hold on.
The
They're
dress,
underlined.
Yeah, valid. Yeah. Because who careful. Yeah, careful.
yeah.
5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5 in that one. 1, 2.
I see it.
Oh, yeah, there's one more.
I see it.
Oh, even.
There you go. Good. And then Ethier, how about the third paragraph?
Beautiful, happily, which play because.
Okay, good. In the second paragraph, look for that word because. And notice it says because of this. Now, that is not a because clause. And I've talked to you about that before.
Yeah,
This-
'cause you
this
said
actually
because
has
you do because
A
of.
mistake, yeah. This is not perfect, even though this is an example of a student's work. But remember not to use because of, and I saw that you both remembered, you're like right away, like, yeah, you're not supposed to put of next to because. Not if it's a clause, but if you wanted to use that as a prepositional opener, you could. Because of is on your list of prepositional openers, but don't count it as a dress up because that is not a dress up. The dress up word is a clause, okay? Now, look for the openers. What kind of openers, what words do you see that are, you see 2s and 3s in there, right? So what are some of the opener words?
Seriously. And
Good.
after.
And after tilling the soil, yep, okay. And then what about in paragraph 2, what are the openers?
In
In the garden,
and then seriously.
good. And then how about paragraph 3, what are the openers?
Cheerfully in the garden.
Okay, good. So as far as the way this is set up, it is correct. There are a couple of mistakes in here, but I wanted
Did
you
they
to
do
see. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they just picked a sample of a student. It didn't have to be perfect, so. But the setup is good. You see the bold, you see the underline, you see the brackets with the numbers around it. So this is how yours should look. Clearly marked. Now, you're gonna work on paragraph 3. You guys have paragraph 1 and 2. I know, I'm ready to be done with this report because I'm so over it. But before we get started working on paragraph 3, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what's coming next week, okay? We're gonna do a research paper. Woo, yeah! I can tell you're so excited. Oh my gosh, calm down. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back home and go back to bed.
You are gonna choose a country to write about.
Okay.
A country. So already start thinking, is there a country that you think is cool that you'd like to visit someday?
Japan.
Or have
Japan.
you been to a country that maybe is part of your heritage? I know you guys have been to Mexico a
Japan.
bunch of times. Like for me, my heritage is from Norway. I'm part Norwegian, so I would be interested in writing a report about Norway because my ancestors are from Norway, right? Or my grandma actually.
Japan.
German? Oh,
Turk.
so you could write about
so
Turkey if you
so
wanted
he
to.
can speak in Goggle?
Now, Japan is a cool country that has a lot of technology
And
and
also lots of
I would
stuff.
like to be born in Tokyo.
but then there's places like Africa that's really different and they've got savannas and they've got some crazy awesome wild animals in Africa,
A lion.
right?
Oh wow.
Then there's places like Russia that's really got a
You know what?
strange.
Rocks around my brain. How is the lion king of the jungle if there's no if the lion is not found in a jungle?
A lion is found in the jungle.
Yeah, they live in jungles.
I thought they were only found in savannas.
No, they're in
Well,
jungles.
Savannas too, but
Savannas are
is a
technically
type of jungle. Yeah.
It's a type of jungle.
Yeah, yeah. You're thinking of like tropical when you think jungle, but that's not always.
I'm thinking of like lots of the plants.
Yeah.
Lots of plants. Just
Savannah
overgrown.
is like an open area, but
Yeah.
it's still part of like a bigger jungle area. Still.
Wait,
Okay,
I was
anyway,
thinking like
So
jungle
I would
like
write about Mexico then? Or-
if you want, you guys get to pick whatever country you want
avocado
to write about.
New Mexico.
You guys have an idea?
Mexico.
Mexico?
Mexico.
Mexico, cool. Japan?
Japan.
Oh, hey, we've got 2 and 2. Okay, so now here's what you guys are gonna work on. For next week, you're gonna bring 3 sources about that country. And here's the thing, go ahead and get out a lined piece of paper for me.
Tacos, One Piece. One Piece
Get out a
store,
lined piece of paper. I'm gonna have you do something.
anime.
You know, name and date go
games.
here. And
Good games.
this is for next week. Okay, but I wanna have you write this down still.
I kind of already want to do it.
It's gonna be cool. When you pick a country that you wanna learn more about, it's actually pretty fun.
Can't we just
Country out there.
teleport?
No, you can,
Can't we
well, you
just
can
teleport to
give it
next
to me if you don't want it, that's fine.
week? Can't we just teleport to next week?
A country of your choice.
Wait, we write that or do we
Yes.
just write, wait, do we write?
Name, date, skip a line, a country of your choice.
Wait, do we write a country of our choice? Or
Yes.
Our country.
Oh. You can put
Oh.
my,
Hang on, I got an idea. How about we all
about we
write
do that?
about the USA?
except for that is the only rule. You can't write about the USA because you guys live here, okay?
What if
It's
I
gotta
also
be
live
a
in-
different
What if I
country,
also live in Mexico?
a country of my choice. Go ahead and put that since this is yours. Good point. Yes, Ethier?
It's April 25th.
I know.
Wait, this? Dang it! I can always wait for that. I don't know where it is. Okay. I always wait for that.
Skip a line and put number 1. Choose
Dang it.
a country,
I need to get my.
and then I want you to put in parentheses, not USA.
Or
okay?
anything that you live in.
Not USA, so it's gotta be somewhere else.
Or
It sounds like
anywhere-
you guys already have
My
one.
parents might buy a house in Mexico, so I'm like half a year
Wait,
will be in Mexico, and then the other half will be in.
Oh, that's pretty
wait,
cool.
doesn't that mean you can't do the Mexico when you do that again? Doesn't that mean you can't do
They're trying to
Mexico
save
again?
You can have dual citizenship. There's such a
Yeah.
thing where you can have a citizenship in both countries at the
I
same
just have
time.
to be older to have that.
Yeah, yeah,
Since our family mostly lives in like Colorado,
yeah.
so like our grandma and most of our aunts and uncles, they all live up there. And the crazy thing is that me, my aunt, and my cousin all have the same birthday.
What? That's
Yeah, same
cool.
birthday. Yeah,
That's pretty
and
cool.
So we were thinking about buying a house up there.
How
It
fun.
costs a lot of money up there.
Yeah.
It's like the first story is like 426,000. We're like, well, in his backyard, he built.
In California, they're that expensive. Oh,
So he was thinking about building a house.
I might
with
actually try
woods
that.
and
oh, that's
stuff.
cool, like a vacation house kind of thing. That would be cool.
I might change
That would be
mine.
cool.
I might change mine. It's near between
Be
Paris.
thinking about it.
It's near Paris or Japan.
So Paris,
Paris, I want to get some baguettes.
Paris is a city, but you're talking about France.
Oh yeah.
So you're thinking, you gotta think about
France.
country, okay? And if you're not sure, if you, hold on, shh.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not sure, you can look at a map online and look at the different countries. They're all labeled in there. We're not talking about continents.
I'll do
We're
Chad.
talking about countries.
I'll
okay?
do Chad.
Let's go to the North Pole, boys.
North Pole, that's a continent.
I'll do Chad. Chad. It's below Africa.
Chad. There's a country that's named Chad.
Yeah, you can write about Chad.
Alex.
But see, when you're researching online, look for some weird stuff or interesting stuff or things that you want to know about a different country. And that'll help you have more fun writing this. Anyway, the second thing you need to do is find 3 sources. Okay, and one of them has to be a book. So think about that. You probably have some books at your house.
That's easy.
If
One
you have
Piece
books about
books.
Mexico at your house, that'll be easy. You can
probably do.
use that. But if you don't have a book of a country at your house, where can you go get a book?
Library.
There we go. So
USA.
plan ahead.
In Mexico.
You can find
Hold
it.
on, let me
Find
talk,
stuff
you guys.
about Mexico in Mexico.
Plan ahead. I don't want anybody trying to go to the library the Monday before class, all right? Because that's gonna be too stressful for your parents to get you to the library. So you have to plan ahead and tell your parents today, Mom, Dad, before next Monday, I need to get a book at the library,
Wait.
okay? Unless you have a book at your
Wait,
house.
are we doing
Probably do.
the country one now or next?
We're starting it next week, but you gotta have it ready by next week,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Question?
To submit it next week.
No, no, just,
No, that's too much stuff.
just the sources.
Wait, could you write about like something like
Yeah.
from Mexico?
But you have to find a source still. Like, you can't just write it
I'll
off
have to
of the
bring
top of
3
your head.
sources. Tacos,
You have to find a source, okay?
I'll bring tacos.
So
salt,
3 sources, underneath here, I want you to write another number 1, and we're gonna
Fish and
put
chips.
book. And that needs to be, if you guys, does anybody have encyclopedias at your house?
What's that?
What's that?
These
I've
are
heard
old
it before.
fashioned, okay.
Same.
So book,
Encyclo-
from home or library, go ahead and put that, from home or library. And now I'm not talking about a novel. I'm talking about a book with information about the country.
With pictures?
Not a story of some guy that goes to Mexico and
I was about to say
I
like
would say it's the one
builds
about going to
something
Mexico
and opens a business and stuff like that. I'm not talking about a story. I'm talking about like information. Okay, yes.
do you like something that like actually is like a TV show that talks about it and everything like
Not a
like
TV
tour
show.
about it like a
You're talking about like a documentary?
yeah.
No.
Dang it.
You have to have actually tangible sources for this one, okay? So this one here, number 2, I want you to write down. This is a website.
How does it go from 1
Okay.
to 1 and then 2? This makes
1,
no
2,
sense.
1, 2.
This is underneath here.
I hate you.
Right, that's kind of harsh.
Down.
This is called Britannica. Have you guys heard of that before? .com. Go ahead and write that, Britannica.com.
What is that?
Okay, I'm gonna explain it, just write it down first.
Sounds like something you can do.
Britannica is the name of an encyclopedia. Now, I know you guys don't know what those are, so just listen. Encyclopedias are books, like volumes of books, like a whole shelf. And each book has A to E, and then F to G.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so each book, you have to find what letter does it start with. So if you're writing about Mexico, you're gonna look for the book that has M, right? It's almost like a dictionary. Pull it out, look under M's for Mexico, And then you'll find information about Mexico in an encyclopedia. So it's a collection of books about different things, animals, countries, people. They have a lot of information in there, but this is a website. So you can go to Britannica.com, and I'll show you that before you guys leave today. How to go there, go to the search bar, and then type in Mexico, or what country did you guys pick again? France, maybe, Japan.
France or
Type in the
Japan.
name of your country, and it'll pull up an article. Now, this is on the internet, so you want to make sure that your parents are okay with you getting on the internet, okay? Because the internet has crazy stuff, and you don't want to get stuck in the middle of all these pop-ups or whatever. So make sure you check with them.
What's in your credit
And
card
say,
for
and go to
Robux?
Britannica.com, type in the name of your country, and then you're gonna print that article. You have to bring it to class, okay? There's one more, number 3.
I'm so confused.
Don't be confused, it's
How are
okay.
you going from one to
National
one to three?
Geographic.com. Nationalgeographic.com. And then I'm gonna have you put a little bracket right here and an arrow like this.
Oh, yeah.
Bring all 3 to class next week. And then the date is gonna be 4/8/24. Bring all 3 to class next week, these 3. Now you're gonna print these, right?
You mean like 20?
Put the word print next to the 2 websites, print here and print.
Why did you just?
Print. Oh, okay.
Just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay.
No, we're tired.
Now, when you print, I'm gonna show you where to do that too, okay? This is actually kind of cool. I mean, you guys are gonna be doing a lot of research papers in your lifetime. I'm just gonna tell you that now. If you know any high school friends or know anybody in your family that's in high school, yep, they do a lot of research papers.
know much that he says.
It's actually pretty fun. I know that sounds weird, but especially if you're interested in the country you're gonna write it.
I'm gonna like this.
Okay, yeah. When you're researching, you're gonna look for certain
Is
things.
it alright if I do a little bit more than 3 paragraphs? Wait, how many paragraphs do we do?
I think it's just 3, but we're not gonna start worrying about that part yet.
To 100.
Now, as you're looking for a country, if you haven't really, I know you're pretty solid on writing about Mexico, but if you're not sure, there's some things you can look for during your research. What are some possible topics you could write about a country? Like their food,
Baguettes,
food,
bakeries,
maybe
dances.
languages,
Their dances.
dances, I
What are
like
they
that.
Dang it.
Joe.
What? Wait,
What?
It's their
Japan eats a lot of
No, it's like.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Like their holidays and stuff, like their
Yeah.
celebrations and stuff.
Mochi.
Another thing, I forgot. It was-
Are you guys listening though? Because each country has their own holidays and their
Religions,
own,
there we go.
okay, religions, that's another good topic.
Rose Day.
Maybe, animals that live in that country. That might be interesting to write about.
Monkey.
How about their,
Why
Oh, there's a
monkey?
jungle. There's a jungle. in
Yeah,
there.
but
That's
all
pretty
it is
cool.
why a monkey.
Oh wait, no, that's Puebla, not Mexico. Never mind.
Is it in Mexico?
I guess
though?
there's stray
Mexico
dogs.
is a country, so there's a lot of
Stray dogs.
stray dogs, there's a lot of donkeys too, huh?
Yeah, there's a
Poodles.
couple.
Baboon.
They have a lot of carts there, delicious tacos and corn on the
What
cob.
about like their, the country's flag? That could be something to write about, what their flag looks like,
And wide and blue.
what the symbols mean on the flag.
Eagle eating a snake.
Eagle
Maybe the geography of the country, because some countries have more tropical places, and then,
Ours is just English.
yeah, some are more deserty, like if you wrote about parts of Africa, remember the Sahara Desert, that's
Like
all
Chad,
Yeah, Paris and
Egypt, Libya.
dry.
Paris and Japan are usually just.
Antarctica, that's a continent. And there's nothing to really write about other than it's
I
big.
mean,
Yes,
I
there
don't know,
is.
but
There's
There is,
what?
That's their food.
there's a lot to write about.
Polar bear.
Okay.
Santa.
Okay, shh. You guys are talking way too much. I take that back. There is a lot to write about Antarctica, but I don't want you to pick Antarctica because it's a continent, okay? You're gonna pick a country. Think of a country. It's- No,
Zimbabwe.
no, it's all just one continent,
That's a
basically.
lot. I never noticed how many there are.
Some of them, like Australia, is a country and a continent all by itself over here, so.
Australian and Australia.
Um,
Where do you see Chad? It's like under the word Africa. Look, it says
I
Chad.
see it.
Chad.
mhm.
Chad. You did Chad.
China is a country, Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia, Iran, Saudi Arabia,
I might do Zimbabwe.
okay, Zimbabwe. That'd be cool. So be thinking of that. You don't have to decide today, but as you're researching, as you're going through now be careful just going to Google and typing in like China, okay? Because you'll get a lot of crazy weird stuff in there. So you want to make sure you go to these websites, Britannica.com and nationalgeographic.com. These two, you can kind of get a feel for what these countries are, and if you like what you read, choose that country. So you're gonna bring 3 things. One is a book from the library or from your house. 2 is an article from
Or from a friend.
Britannica.com. You're gonna print it. This will be all on Google
You know what?
Classroom, okay?
Or National Geographic.
And nationalgeographic.com. So you'll have 3 sources, a book and 2 websites. Make sense?
Wait, what are the two that we have to print? Britannica.
Britannica.com, these 2 you have to print. I put in parentheses, print the articles that you find there. So when you come to class, you should have a
Wait,
book
is there only one article?
and
or
2 articles.
We pick one article, or is there like many articles?
Many, so you pick only one. Pick one article from Britannica, pick one article from National Geographic. Okay, yes.
So what are we doing for the next paragraph of gardening?
We're gonna talk about that in just a second, but now, I know I'm gonna do this and see if I can share my screen on
Honestly, we're running out of time.
Britannica.
Technically,
Okay, so let me just show you this really quick.
we have like 13 minutes. It's more than 2 hours already.
When you go to Britannica.com, and I'm gonna share this so that Jana, who's watching, can see it also. Let me see. Okay, make this big.
Yeah,
Full screen. Okay. When you go to Britannica.com, it's gonna look something like this. Hold on, let me get this.
What? What's old? I couldn't.
Okay, it'll say at the top Britannica right there. If you just go to your search bar,
Oh no.
I accidentally clicked something.
Wait, is yours a touch screen too?
No, oh my goodness, it's not. I messed up.
X'd it out?
I did, cause I grabbed my,
You made a mistake. Can you
Okay,
stop singing?
back to this. Britannica.com, you type in the search bar up at the top, it'll show up like this, and see this bar right here? That's
Yeah.
where you can search. So for example, I'm gonna click there and type in Mexico.
How about just type in the
Mexico.
Taco?
And you're gonna see their flag and a little bit of information, but if you scroll, you're gonna see Mexico, Mexico City, national capital, Gulf of Mexico, but if I click on this first one, Mexico. Now, if I just clicked on Mexico, and plus you can pick on any of those that look interesting to you, see all these paragraphs. There's land, there's geographic origins, physiographic regions. This is basically telling about the land.
Is there nothing about religions?
If you wanted to look at religions, you would go back.
And do Mexico?
Instead of clicking just that first one, you can look for one that talks about, here's a 1968 Olympic Games. That would be interesting. History of Mexico. Yep.
This place in Puebla with,
Okay, hold on. So if I click this one, the history of Mexico, you'll see Aztecs. That would be interesting to write about. Origins of people. Okay, so when you go to print, up here on the very upper left hand, there's like 3 little dots. Let me see if there's a different way to print it, but I think
Is it charging?
it is charging.
Charging. What happens if it dies in the middle of the class? And she has
Okay.
to do 2 videos.
These 3 little dots in the upper right-hand corner, and if you're not sure about this, you can ask a parent for help with that. That's gonna drop down a little menu. And if you find the word print, right here, it says print. I know it's hard to see, but click on that word print
No, I can't see it.
and it'll print the article for you. See that? And then you send it to your printer. So the 3 dots up here on the upper right drops down a menu, choose print, and then print it at your house and bring it to class.
Wait, do we have to be like at the exact place or do you get like an article? Or do you have to like scroll exactly to that place?
You're gonna print the whole article. So once you click on something like I clicked on Aztec, it pulled up an article and then you can just print it from there. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But like, what if you scroll down a little bit and like it doesn't show like a couple like a couple sentences? Does it show the entire paragraph still or does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll show the entire paragraph still. Yep, it
So
will.
then you have to highlight them.
All right, so you guys good for next week? You're gonna bring 3 sources.
I didn't finish the last one.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll go on this side so you can see that. Now, for your gardening story, we are finishing up that. So do you have another white piece of paper in the back of your binder? Because you need to do Roman numeral 3. So go ahead and get out a new white piece of paper.
How many pieces of paper do you use?
This will be the last one for this, but you'll be using white paper again for the next report you do.
I actually lost my first one, so I did.
Yeah, this is my last one.
Okay. I have more if you don't have any more. I have extras. Okay.
Maybe either. I'm out.
Oh, you need one?
I don't have it.
Okay. You can use this one.
What?
You know what to do. First step is fold it this way. We're doing one more for Roman numeral 3 of your report on gardening, and we only have a little bit of time, so
So
you guys
you
are gonna
turn
work
it
on this.
into a book and then you.
Fold it like this,
Work.
like a taco.
I'm
Or a
big
hot dog.
taco. I'm a
Oh, you
big
have one ready to go, huh? Is that for Roman numeral 3?
Yeah.
Wow,
taco.
look at you. Already ready to go. Yep, halfway. No.
I forget how to do this way. I forget how to do this.
That's all right. Fold it that way, and then you're gonna fold it in thirds.
And
What?
thirds.
Oh, so confused.
Remember how we do a little bit over the middle of it, and then fold the other one over on top of that?
Yeah.
So go a little bit past the middle,
How much is
Yeah,
it?
and then fold the other one on top of that.
Messed up.
I don't know if I did it correct this time. Last time I failed. Go farther.
I gotta go closer.
Now, this time, and so you should have, yep, you got it. right here.
I picked up 2 times.
We'll get some help.
I've got 3 extra squares.
So I'm gonna erase this. So you got all that? Did you get it? You're still working on it?
There you go, it's hot dog, perfect.
Okay. You got this part that says bring all 3?
Yeah.
Okay. On your big white piece of paper, we're doing Roman numeral 3. So at the top of your boxes, remember, we're gonna do A, B, C.
Is there a D?
I don't know, I'm trying to remember
Is
now.
there a said D?
It said D?
Is there a said D?
Yes, there is a
Is
D.
there a said Z?
No. D here,
Let's see.
fused outline here. And you're doing Roman numeral 3. 1 through 6 for fused.
And of course, we put that 3 down.
This is 1 to Roman numeral 3.
And
This
then
is 1 through 5.
Or two split parentheses around 4 and 5?
I
Yes.
accidentally made the 3 real big.
Well, you're supposed to make the.
Oh,
three
yeah,
big.
don't do it too big.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking because we're out of time. Let me think about this for a second.
Are 5 and 6 optional, or is it 4?
No, only 4 and 5 on the upper parts, but the fused has to be all 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And also, Nico, make sure to add 20 more to the fuse outline.
Got it.
Why did
Marty.
you agree with me?
That'd be sad if you really did.
26.
Yeah, my cousin in Bedwars is a savage. He literally says type AFK/AFK for AFK egg, and when you
Okay,
do /AFK, you go AFK in your life. And it's
You guys pretty much already wrote about preparation and pests, right?
Yeah.
Do you have your,
No, tools and pests. Yeah.
tools
and
and
pests.
pests? Do you have your list of possible topics for
I-
your, it
yeah.
should be on one of your, yeah, it should be either on a line paper or on one of the, oh, it is on a line paper, yay, okay. So what is something else you could write about for Roman numeral 3? Something you haven't written about yet?
Tools.
You already did
there's one
tools,
benefit, so
benefit, and it's okay if it's not in all 4 sources, you can pick
There's
something.
3 companions.
yeah, let's do one benefit.
Companions?
Let's just do benefits, so then we only have to do one.
Yeah, I see 3 companions,
It's here too, it's on
Yeah.
both.
3 preparations.
I'm not gonna do benefits.
Benefits, okay.
Yeah, I think me
One.
too.
Yeah.
So that seems like the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benefits.
Put gardening,
Gardening.
do you wanna do benefits too, on your
No.
Simeon?
Yeah.
It depends on.
Yeah, we're all doing benefits.
Gardening, comma, benefits.
Garden, comma, benefit.
Now we have to write. out
Okay,
all of them?
so I think, yes, you have to write in all of them. I think what I'm gonna do, because I feel like I gave you kind of a lot to prep for
And
next
also
week.
think.
Yeah. So let me think for a second here, how I wanna do this. I'm gonna give you guys,
3 weeks off.
no,
You give us 2 weeks.
19.
What?
19 weeks off, that's all we have left, yeah.
I'm gonna have you guys do, just
Oh, wait.
these and not save the fused outline for
Oh,
next
there's no
week.
benefits on A.
Okay.
Okay, well, good. No benefits on these.
Oh,
There's no benefits on there.
Over
Ain't there no benefits on D?
where are the benefits? What articles are there?
I think B and
it's,
C.
It's on B, C, and D.
B, C,
where's
and D,
D?
all right.
Where's it on D?
You don't have it on yours? It should be there.
Maybe I'm on different one.
Maybe you forgot to write it down. Do you have benefits on D, on yours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I think.
so you're gonna do B, C, and D, not A.
No said
Sorry,
A
guys.
here.
D, E,
I
F,
Because the benefits of gardening are not in the article A, but they are in B, C, and D. So your homework is gonna be to fill in B, C, and D, and we'll wait on the fused outline. You don't have to write a paragraph yet,
Wait,
okay?
so what are we doing about next week? Are we still gonna bring those things?
You're
but not
still
do it?
gonna bring, you're gonna bring your 3 sources for your country. And you're gonna fill in B, C, and D, and that's it. That's your homework, okay? Well, I was gonna have you do all of it, but I'm slowing it down a little bit. So you're gonna fill in from Article B, read the paragraph that talks about the benefits of gardening. Got it?
Big mouthful.
Benefits of gardening, and then put in your keywords from Article B about the benefits of gardening. Put in your keywords from the paragraph about the benefits of gardening from Article C. You're only gonna read that paragraph. You guys put the note in the margin. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. And then fill in D and bring your 3 sources to class next week.
Okay,
And
okay,
make
got it.
sure
For your
what-
country.
And make sure.
So we're
what's
kind of
it
doing a little bit of 2
prevents.
things. We're working on that 3rd paragraph, but we're not writing the paragraph yet. You're only filling in these 3 keyword outlines.
Wait,
We're
are
gonna
we-
hold off on this part until next week.
Are we ahead of it then? Are we ahead of, because the paragraph that you showed us was January 20.
Oh, that was just because they have a different schedule than we do,
Yeah,
so.
we're ahead.
Yeah. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yep.
Bring your 3 sources next week, so print from those websites, Britannica.com, and I forgot to show you nationalgeographic.com, but it'll have a search bar too. And then you can just type in Mexico.
They call this picture like a yellow dot.
That's just their trademark, I
Like
guess.
an animal, like
All right,
the best one in the world. Monkey.
all right, you guys, good job. That was a lot to do today.
Mind.
We'll see you
So
next
what's your
time.
favorite